Prepare to be captivated by the business story of the week, hosted by me, Shaheen Shan. Join us on a journey through the twists and turns of entrepreneurial triumphs and setbacks. Immerse yourself in the narrative and witness the magic that turns dreams into reality. This is Business Story of the Week. So welcome to Business Story of the Week. So we talk a lot on the show about strategy. And if any of you guys have read my book, Billion, we talk about three elements: objectives, strategy, tactics, all lead to each other. Today we've got Heidi Schalk. I hope I didn't mess up her name. She is a business strategy and leadership coach. She's an author, speaker, and she hosts the SHE, the She podcast. Be seen, be heard, be empowered. She's been featured on things like Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, Daily Herald, and she spent 5 years or more helping women achieve their goals and build six-figure incomes. Heidi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shaheen, for having me. I'm really excited to chat with you today.
Heidi, I think. Oh, amazing. Okay. So tell us a little bit about your business story and what's brought you to where you are today.
Yes. Well, 6 years ago, almost to the day, I heard the gavel going down in the court, in the judges in court, finalizing my divorce. And prior to that, I had been a stay-at-home mom, and I had two small children. So I found myself needing to figure out what I wanted to do for my life and for as far as income goes. And since I'd been a stay-at-home mom, I really wanted to stay being available and at home for my children. So while I was working, I ended up working 2 jobs. I started building my business, and I didn't start out as a business strategy coach because I didn't know anything about business, Shaheen. So I started out in the health and wellness space, which is what I had known prior to getting married. But it all shifted. It all had changed. It had now niched down, and it just wasn't lighting me up anymore. So I started working with women on what I had been working on, which was setting my goals and achieving them. And as they were achieving their goals and saw me building my business, they had started wanting to build businesses on their own as well. So I started working with them in that regard, and that's how my business evolved, and that's how I got started.
Amazing. So here's a question I like to ask people sometimes. How did you get that first client, right? Because it's sometimes a little overwhelming. You're like, okay, I'm going to start a business, and you have a great idea and you get super excited. Yeah. And you think to yourself, all right, this is amazing. And you write it down on paper and you make a business plan. Maybe you take that first step to starting your business. And then you realize that unless you do something, unless you sell, it's tumbleweed city. So you have to go out there and get that first sale. It's the first step. How do you do that?
That is a great question, and I work with a lot of beginners. And so what I share with my clients as far as when you're starting a business and you're looking to get those first clients, if you don't have testimonials yet, because that's one of the ways that you get to build your business is through social proof, through proof of concept. And in order to do that, you need to have clients that you're working with. And many times, unless you have a clientele already established, it's hard to get paying clients. So you start with what I like to call it a founders round. People call it beta. I've heard beta, but I love the founders round concept because it's allowing clients that are coming into your world and helping you prove your concept, prove your program, that they're building it with you, and it's a collaboration, and people love to help other people. And if you call it a founders round and you're allowing people to build your program with you and working with you, and in return for you working with them, they obviously do invest. They invest at a smaller, and they come in at a smaller investment than your program will eventually be. But they get benefits to you that other people in the future won't get. Maybe it's more of an intimate experience. Maybe you're only bringing on so many people at one time, so you can really work with them in a more intimate setting. And also they're in return for you working with them in that capacity, they're going to give you testimonials and also share with you and help build with you that program that you're looking to put out into the world.
So we were talking about getting to that first client. Mm-hmm. How do you recommend people get to number one? Because I always talk about you got to break the ice. You got to get one person to buy your product or service. And if you can't do that, you shouldn't do it. And I tell people all the time too, before you even make your product or service, go sell it. Find one person, to buy that product or service. So how do you recommend people do that?
That's a great question, Shaheen, and I completely agree with you. Many entrepreneurs, they'll start out spending all this time creating something without social proof that people first even want it and that it works. So the first thing you want to do is exactly what you shared, is actually go make your offer. Ask questions, do some market research. Market research is a great way to get started. And what that is, market research is actually reaching out to who your ideal client is and asking them if you can spend maybe 5-10 minutes asking them questions around what keeps them up at night, what's the results that they're looking for, what's the problem that they're having, and then you can build your offer around those answers that you're getting from multiple people. And you can also go back to those people and say, hey, I'm just opening up a founders round. Many people will call it a beta round. So you can start off with a one-on-one client, or you can start off also as a group program. I started my business as a group program because that's where I wanted to be one to many. I felt like I could make a better transformation. And also I love the support of other people, because many times when we're working one-on-one, we feel like we're the only one having this issue. But when you're with a group of other like-minded individuals who are moving through the process with you, some are going to be ahead of you, some are going to be behind you, and the people ahead of you get to support you, and they get to cheer you, like you get to see what they're doing and they're motivating you. And you're also in a position where you get to help people that maybe be a little step behind you as you're moving forward. I call it a founders round. And what that means is your clients still get to invest in their transformation, in working with you, but they're helping you build out your program because you're able to ask them questions and build your content around their progress. And then by the end of the time that you're working with them, you know exactly what the results that you've created, and now you can share that with other people for your next round of your program. And also they come into the founders round knowing that they're going to be giving you testimonials. And that's a big way of you growing your business. Having social proof, having testimonials, and being able to share them with your audience as you're growing is going to be a key way of getting clients in the future.
I love that. That's amazing. So now you've moved into the role of a coach. You've moved into building your system, which I guess, is it primarily for women? Is it a women's based system? Okay.
Yes,
So
based
called
on
Money Mastery System.
Yes, basically from my history of being a single mom and moving through this process is that I work mainly with female entrepreneurs, and through my money mastery system. And I created that through 5 steps because my program is 6 months long. And my goal is to help female entrepreneurs build 6-figure businesses within that 6-month time frame. Because I love the quote, it's if you teach a woman, she teaches a generation. So what she learns is now she's setting the stage for generations to come with her family and her legacy. And what the money mastery system is it's 5 steps, and it's broken down. It's an acronym, and it stands for marketing. So the biggest issue many entrepreneurs have, it's not their expertise or their gifts, it's their marketing. And that's where many fall flat in building their business. So we deal heavily and teach heavily into marketing and easy marketing strategies, because when you're throwing spaghetti at the wall, it doesn't work. I did that. So having a marketing plan and having that in place from the beginning is key, and dialing in your messaging. The second piece is creating your irresistible offer. Many women are scared to make an offer because we're people pleasers. Many of us bring money baggage, right? We have our money what's it called? Money blocks that we bring with us. So we handle that as well. So really dialing in your irresistible offer to where it's a no-brainer, where people want to jump in with you. Networking for the N in the money system is key. Collaboration is the new currency. It's really going to be important in 2024 and going forward that you're making connections with other entrepreneurs and creating those collaborations, because I know many entrepreneurs who are creating thousands upon tens of thousands of extra revenue into their business just from collaborations with other entrepreneurs. And then the E is for enrollment, really understanding how to enroll clients into your business. But the first thing is you also get to enroll them into their vision, and you get to be enrolled into their vision in order to enroll them into the next step of working with you. And then Y is for the you, really bringing the authenticity and you into the business. Because then I was just talking to my clients this morning and I said, who is your business for? If it's for you, then you're most likely going to fail. But if you're focusing out and you're showing up authentically and serving and really wanting to help people make the transformation and knowing that you can provide that solution for them, that's how you're going to thrive. So we really bring out, like, get to know our clients and how can we share your gifts, your quirks, because your quirks are what makes you you and unique, and share that with the world to attract your ideal client.
That sounds amazing. I talk to people about it all that time. There's a guy who wrote a book, it's one of my favorites, called The Success Formula. His name is Professor Barabasi. And in the book, he talks about the key elements that people have in common, successful people have in common. And he talks about performance, how we think performance is so important. And it is in general. So if you're running, you got to be able to run faster. If you're in a very specific niche of fields or niche fields, performance is important. But in the absence of performance, there is something far more important. And it's what you hit on right there, and that's network. Being able to build your network, grow your network, and to be able to get out there, because like you said, we're amplified through our network. If Elon Musk goes out there and launches a cryptocurrency, it immediately is going to be more successful than if you or me did. And the reason is because of his network. His network is so broad. Also, having billions of dollars and a huge mouthpiece doesn't hurt, but it is network. So as we're approaching the end of the interview, I want to thank you for being on. If people want to get a hold of you, or I should say women want to get a hold of you, do you accept men that identify as women just to get part of your program? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You don't have to answer that. But if people want to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you and get involved in your program and learning from you how to master money?
Absolutely. So you can reach me at HeidiSchalk.com. You can go visit my website. Also, I have a six-figure sales call, or six-figure free call. So if you are interested in reaching out to me and connecting on a call, I'd love to chat with you. And you can also check me out on Instagram at Heidi Schalk Coaching. All my contact information is there, and you can reach me out to me in the DM, and I'll love to connect with you. I also have the Be She podcast, which is Be Seen, Be Heard, and Be Empowered. So feel free to check that out and connect with me through there as well. So thank you so much for this, Shaina. It's been such a pleasure being here with you.
Yeah, amazing. So guys, make sure if you're a female, I should say, ladies, if you are an entrepreneur, looking to be an entrepreneur, or getting involved in learning how to master money, check out Heidi. She has great energy, and I liked everything that she said on the show. So I think this could be big for people looking for that extra level of coaching. Check her out. And Heidi, thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you, Shaina.
All right, so here's the thing. We try to get a little bit better every day, but we can't do it without you. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe below. And if you have any comments, just leave them in the space under.